chop, 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 judo flip, chop, 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 judo flip, chop, 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 judo flip, chop, chop, chop. I don't know why that song popped up in my head. It was just random, but. What's up, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all around the world? It is me, JP, back with another reaction video to shows that fell off. Now, when I think of shows that fell off, I can't really think of like any really one major one that fell off. I say for like my childhood would probably be I don't know. Let me think real quick. Well, if we come from childhood, really, a lot has fallen off. But I can't think of like one that like majorly fell off. I would think Fairly Odd Parents. Fairly Odd Parents, bro. Like it wasn't a show that I really watched a lot, but the way it went in the direction that it went, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like it just went in so many directions. They ended up having like another fairy god baby, and he ended up having a fairy dog. He just had so many like fairies, like just for one person. That didn't make any sense to me. And then they added a new other girl. Like, what was the point in that? I don't know. But the main ones that I saw, it was on the thumbnail. I saw two. It was three, but I saw two. One was SpongeBob, one was Fairly Odd Parents. Not Fairly Odd Parents. That's the one I just named. SpongeBob and My Hero. My Hero, I don't know about My Hero because geez, these flies are stupid. But I don't know about My Hero, to be honest, because like the only time I watched My Hero is with my sister. So like I wouldn't really know how badly it's falling off, but I do know that like the fandom is getting kind of tired of it. I'm not tired of it, but it's just like people are just kind of like over My Hero. It's not like they over it, but they're over it. That makes sense. Like they're just like, okay, no more like waiting every week for like the show or whatever. Like I don't know, man. To be honest, I mean, if you can make the case of My Hero falling off, then by all means, My Hero fans, I guess you can get on that. I don't know personally. So, and then SpongeBob, yeah, SpongeBob, I'm not gonna lie, has fallen off a lot. It's like from what it used to be. Yeah, bro, like it's just not the same anymore. It's just not the same anymore. In fact, honestly, if we're talking about like shows that have just fallen off just from grace, I say Family Guy too. Family Guy's gotten like so boring. I don't know, bro. Family Guy's gotten so boring. It's just I feel like they just don't have any good ideas anymore for like episodes or whatever. I don't know. Same with American Dad too. American Dad is like, this is a person who, I know people really don't care for American Dad, but I love American Dad. It was at a point where I liked American Dad more than American Dad than Family Guy at one point. But I don't know, man. And for people who watch Simpsons, are Simpsons falling off? I can't really tell you, but it just, I feel like what I like a lot of those shows that just constantly just keep going and going and going, it's gonna be like an eventual fall off. Like, but like it's to a point where like these two, Family Guy and SpongeBob, they just hit like rock bottom. And like Fairly Odd Parents, what are they even doing with Fairly Odd Parents anymore? Last time I checked, they were doing like a live action show or some shit. Most likely certain that shit flop. So like, I don't know. The last live action they had was like with Drake Bell or some shit. And we all know how Drake Bell's doing right now. But yeah, we're just gonna get into the reaction. Man. So without any further ado, enough blabbing. Let's get into this reaction. Oh, shout out to Tommy NFG. I think I remember watching them like back in the day. Not even back in the day, that was like a year ago. I think I remember watching them like last year, like 2002. Not 2002, 2022. So I've heard of him before. So shout out to him. And let's get into this in 3, 2, 1.
So in the past year, as in 2023, I feel like the spark of shows kinda left. Like there wasn't any new notable shows that was peaking and everyone was talking about. I mean, except The Idol, if that's your...
The Idol. Oh yes, yes, The Idol. I just gotta give it a few seconds for a round of applause for The Idol. A great show. Yes, indeed. Perfect. If you haven't watched The Idol, I guarantee you will enjoy it. Go watch The Idol. Please. go watch The Idol.
My friend's a gynecologist.
Oh,
He sticking my finger in everybody, do you?
Yeah.
Honestly, media ain't been...
Get in his ass, Abel. Exactly, bro. Don't let that nigga fucking curse stop the nigga.
I can drag you down Rodeo while your fucking ass just fucking stomp you. I'll fucking curb stomp you.
I'm sorry.
I'll fucking curb stomp you.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you were interpreting, but...
Don't let him curve stop you, bro. Don't let him curve stop.
Game says like 2020. We've been on a drought of everything but news. And as this drought goes on, these shows start to fall off worse and worse. So I'm gonna split the categories into actual shows and then anime because you know I had to put animes in this video. There's too many not to talk about. Warning, obvious spoiler warnings ahead for any of the shows I talk about. And the first show we got is none other than our childhood classic. SpongeBob is by far one of the most iconic franchises of all time. The first 3 seasons of SpongeBob are all-time peak. You're not telling me any different. Like, I could go back right now as an adult to watch and laugh at the episode.
And honestly, I will say up to like, I don't even remember what season, bro. But it was to a certain amount. It was like to a certain amount of seasons. That's where like it was just like, okay, SpongeBob is just dipped. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, it was just so many good episodes until like about like probably like season 8, maybe. I can't really tell the seasons, bro. But like even like throughout season 4 and season 5, season 6, and maybe season 7, like they were. It was still good. It was still really good, but. I don't know, it's
just as much as I was when I was a kid. Almost every single SpongeBob meme you see online specifically comes from the first 3 seasons. And the SpongeBob movie is perfection. They somehow adapted a movie people already watched into a game and made it good. There's no other shows that's touching the calibers of this. Most people would think, why the f—
I remember that game. I didn't have the PlayStation version. I played it on the computer, which is funny. I actually had that on the computer, which around that time we barely had a computer. We only had one desktop computer, and that shit was old. That shit was old.
Would they even buy the game then? But after season 3, it was pretty much downhill from there. There could be good episodes here and there, but I'm really scrolling right now looking at these episodes past season 3, and I'm not recognizing jack. It's like they started making the episodes worse on purpose. Like, did any of y'all know that Anthony Davis was in a SpongeBob episode in 2020? This should be balling on the court with LeBron. What you do?
What? Now, don't get me wrong, SpongeBob have had special guests on their shows before. Like, I remember Pink was on there. She even regretted doing, like, a song on there, like, which is weird. But, like, Anthony Davis?
Dog,
why?
even the movies, too. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really watch the 3rd SpongeBob Out of Water movie. And I guarantee some of y'all didn't even know these movies existed. But I can tell you, both of these movies are simply not touching the first SpongeBob movie. Nowadays, they rely on posting on their YouTube channel, which is just spam with random uploads of things every day. Counting every time someone says plankton, 45-minute video. Every instrument ever in Bikini Bottom, 56-minute video. Every time anyone cooked a Krabby Patty, 2-hour video. They're taking the child YouTuber route and uploading long-ass videos so kids won't click off. The sad thing too about all this was that SpongeBob was never supposed to air this long in the first place. Steven Hillenburg wanted SpongeBob to end after the first movie, which would have been perfect. But the people at Nickelodeon gathered together and said,
nah, we need your money. Nope. It's like, it's exactly what they did. It's exactly what they did to Naruto and gave us Boruto. Like, nope, we ain't in this. We ain't in that. Nope. Bring your ass right back here, boy.
Yeah, we're not ending this. And he ended up leaving as the main writer, which directly correlates to SpongeBob's downfall. He even said he didn't want spin-offs, and specifically ones where they age down the characters because, well, that always goes great.
Look at the top of his head.
Damn, bro, total drama.
And what did...
If we can count that, that's kind of the show that fell off too, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Total Drama fell off. But then again, like it was it wasn't like the most popular show, but like to me, it fell off too. Like that.
Nickelodeon do to honor his legacy after he died? The exact thing he didn't want them to. Like, did any one of y'all even know these spin-offs exist?
It's like they did that on purpose to piss him off from the grave or some shit. Well, he literally said not to age down the characters and not do a spinoff. Y'all literally did both in two different things.
This is my first time even knowing Patrick had a spinoff. I refuse to watch it specifically because that ugly ass baby's holding in his hand. I don't even want to know what type of character that is. Is that supposed to be his little sister? The next show we got is 13 Reasons Why. The fact that this show even exists is kind of hilarious because it's the...
No, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know this show. My mom's watched this show before and she said it was good, but I don't give it damn. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure it's cool, but like I never was interested in it.
Concept of a...
The only time I actually was interested in is literally figuring out 13 reasons why what, and then when I figured out the reason why. And when I figured it out, I just didn't care.
Girl in a high school ending her life and leaving out 13 tapes for people to trace the clues why she did it, like Scooby-Doo. The peak of its hype was like the first season and second season, I think. And I won't lie, I was pretty invested at first. Especially for the first season because one by one were they introducing a new character and given a backstory. But I think the thing that really killed it was there's too many seasons. Like, this show could have easily been one season with 13 episodes for every tape. But it goes on for 4 seasons. Like, how much do you have to talk about? The bitch is already dead. Half the characters in the show never look like high schoolers either. Like, you're gonna sit here and tell me any of these characters look like
for like a mystery series, a mystery series shouldn't stay that long, bro. A mystery series should not be that long, unless it's literally intended to be. Like, that literally can be wrapped. This literally can be a movie. Like, that's how fast that shit can be wrapped up in, and they did it for like 4 seasons. Like,
high schoolers. This man is almost the height of the hallway roof. Get his ass on the court. And all the shit that was going on in this high school was anything but high schooler activity. I'll never forget when Tyler got that whole broom shoved up his ass. Honestly, after that is when I wanted to stop watching. And for y'all that have never seen it, take one advice from this video and do not search up that scene. The show was also hella controversial because it depicted a teenage girl unaliving herself. And since most teenagers are stupid and influenced by dumb you can guess who would get influenced by this. It's so bad that you can't even search up 13 Reasons Why on TikTok. It's banned. Do it. Try it right now. I guarantee it's not gonna let you search it up. And honestly, after maturing ever since watching this, I'm realizing this was the villain the whole time. She should have just died in peace instead of making a whole treasure hunt. So many lives ended up being taken in the process to find out why she did it. Big spoiler warning. The only person who really deserved to die was Bryce. That we get sturdy on his mind. And the dumbest I seen in the show was when one of the reasons revealed on why she did it was because someone in the class wrote she had the best ass. She ain't have no ass.
Yeah, I'm not really commenting on this because I really haven't seen the show. But what? No, bro, that can't be the end of your day. That can't be the end of your
Family Guy. At a certain point, Family Guy was.
I called it. Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Family Guy was that show, bro. Like, bro, it literally came out the same year as SpongeBob, bro. Those shows were them shows, nigga. They were them. They were cooking, but I don't know what happened.
One of the all-time goats for shows in general. Everyone would be fiending and waiting for the next season to drop when another one ended. But slowly over time, it just started to hit less and less. Even when you search up Family Guy best moments, there's always going to be jokes and cutaways from the older seasons. I stopped actively watching when they reached the mid to late teens of seasons. But why the f is there 22 seasons of Family Guy? Am I the only one surprised by that? There's only so much that happens in Quahog for that to even be a thing. And the main thing I used to love from Family Guy was those Stewie and Brian episodes. Bro, when Stewie and Brian...
Bro, still one of my favorite Christmas specials to this day. I'm a nigga who watch Christmas specials on Christmas, bro. I don't care. I'm the nigga who literally watch all that types, bro. Like, SpongeBob included too, Phineas and Ferb, all that shit, bro. Like, any Christmas related show, movie, I'm watching it. I don't give a fuck. Every year, bro. And this, man. I used to love the Stewie and Brian shits too. The Road to the Multiverses, the one where they were trapped in the safe. Even the one, the kind of newer one where they went to Vegas or some shit. And this, man, That shit was fun. On the Road to Rhode Island, fire, bro. All of them fire, bro. But yeah, bro. This one too is like a vivid one that I watched the most probably because it's a Christmas special. And every year I watch it along with the other Christmas special. But yeah. Grandma over by reindeer.
Got together to do something in an episode you knew was going to be a classic. I feel like if they made one of these episodes each season, it could be a thing to keep people invested. Even Seth MacFarlane doesn't believe in Family Guy anymore. He hasn't written for the show since 2005, which is surprising to me because when everyone thinks of Family Guy, they think of him. But Family Guy did manage to stay good for a while after he left, and nowadays it's in the dustbin. If you sit here and tell me season 22 of Family Guy is good, I'm simply not listening to you. I feel like more of the younger generation is watching South Park because South Park is always up to date. Like, they made a whole episode joking about crime. Keep in mind, Trey Parker and Matt Stone are in their 50s. If I ask my parents do they even know who Logan Paul or KSI is, they're gonna look at me like I just made those names up on the spot. And I can't take it serious anymore because of those dumb TikTok clips that are always playing. Even when you search up Family Guy funny moments on YouTube, there's like a gazillion channels reposting clips from the show. If I owned a show and people were posting full episodes of it on YouTube, I'm throwing.
And the thing about Family Guy, I don't remember what season I just stopped watching. I just stopped watching it. Like, I even one time like watched like one of the newer season shows. I can't even tell you what the episode was about, bro. I can't tell you, bro. It's something with Stewie. That's all I remembered. Like, I can't tell you even what happened. Like, I guess around like season maybe like 11 is when I stopped watching it, or 12. Season 12 or 11, either one.
Copyright strikes left and right. But I think Seth MacFarlane does not give a about the show anymore and lets people do whatever they want with it. Next is Fairly Odd Parents. Fairly Odd Parents is...
Yo, that's 2. Well, that's the only 2 I had. But, yo, they made it in there. Because it's true, bro. Like, it has to be true. Because, bro, I remember Fairly Odd Parents was good. But once again, I didn't really watch it that much. So like, but I remember them. I remember those specials that they always had too. The one with the remote, that shit was fire. The one with the multiple wands and shit, and like he went around like it was like a 4-part movie or some shit where like he had the big wand or whatever. I can't remember how that movie went. The
category SpongeBob of all-time cartoon goes.
For sure, I didn't watch that much. It was fire.
For millenniums because all that needed to happen was Timmy making a wish, him fucking up the wish, and having to later fix it on by himself. Oh my god, the show had some of the best cartoon episode specials ever. The Channel Chasers episode. The Jimmy Timmy Power Tower episode, the Abracatastrophe episode, and they all brought original concepts to the show's power system as well. But there's 3 main factors we can contribute to its downfall. Number 1 is Poof. Poof was introduced in season 6 of Fairly Odd Parents, which was around halfway through the show, and a lot of people was not f***ing with that little. I used to think Poof was cool, and I
don't know, I fuck with Poof. But when it got to the dog, I was like, okay, it literally just didn't need it. Like I was like, what, 13? I was like, okay, like now we're doing too much. Now we're doing too much, bro. We don't need a dog. They don't need a dog, bro. What are we doing?
So I don't know. But this next person was definitely more to blame. Sparky. If people thought there was no point in adding Poof to the show, Sparky was gonna make them even more mad. Sparky was a magical dog and became Timmy's first pet in season 9. He was honestly just useless to the show and didn't really add anything. Like, he would come in here and there for a gag, but no one really gave a f***. He kind of ruined the dynamic between Timmy, Cosmo, and Wanda. Because at least with Poof, Poof was a baby. He wasn't really doing nothing. And out of all things to add to a show, you add a talking dog, bro. I've seen that like a million times already. But this next person was actually what got the entire show canceled. Chloe. You know, I gotta clap it up for Nickelodeon for ruining their legacy so quickly. Chloe was easily...
Honestly, if y'all want to just have an explanation from that, I honestly would just say the whole even reason why I even heard about this in the first place is because of Berlizzi. I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't even hear about this new girl until I seen the Exposed 2 for Fairly Odd Parents. I was like, twice? Okay, I'm down. I was like, maybe he did a remake of it because the original one got shut down or whatever. Maybe he gonna do something like this. But there was a new season and a new girl came on the block and he has to share. Which at this point with Timmy, it's like, okay, sure, because he has 4 fairies already. But like, why? That didn't make any sense. What?
The most conniving little annoying creature ever added to any cartoon. Chloe was added in season 10 of Fairly Odd Parents. And she was added because there was a shortage of fairies in the fairy world, so she had to share fairies with Timmy. Which, by the way, I feel like this killed off the appeal of even having fairy godparents. Because when I was a kid, I damn near wanted my own fairy godparents. It felt unique and special to be that kid picked by the fairy gods to have one. So sharing ruins the appeal of it, and this ruined the appeal for me. She would start breaking down at random times for no reason, being the most annoying nuisance in the entire town of Dimsdale. I wouldn't even be surprised if some of y'all don't even know who Chloe is. That's how bad of a character she made. But let me just give this time to commemorate my favorite characters after its unfortunate ending. Cosmo, Chester, Jorgen von Strangle, Chip Skylark, and
Chip Skylark.
Of course.
Shin.
Now let's move on to our kawaii woo-woo anime category. I've been vibrating vigorously to do this.
Now for animes that fall off, like My Hero, that's all I can think of. I can't think of really anybody else though, to be honest. Fuck it, we just gonna.
And the first anime we gotta talk about is Tokyo Revengers. At a certain point,
Really? You think that's a... Oh, okay, hold on. I gotta say my little rant. Does everybody really think that Tokyo Revengers just fell off? I never understood that, because I always thought Tokyo Revengers was good. Like, you can argue, like, a lot of the future seasons aren't as good as the first one, but, like, that still never, like, not kept me interested in the show. It's like, I guess it's like, because it's like, people kind of get tired of, like, the main character always kind of getting his ass whooped. But, like, I don't know. I don't see it as, like, it fell off. I never looked at it like that, because, like, that's just Takemichi's character. He's gonna get his ass whooped. Like, that's just him. And, spoiler, kinda, sorta, spoiler, but it eventually does get better, I think. Well, I would know personally because I read the manga, so I'm like, but I don't know. What's the reasons? Let me just hear the reasons.
Hyped up to be the new big three, and me and my friends was hyped.
Okay, maybe it fell off because y'all hyped it too much. Maybe because y'all hyped it too much. I mean, Tokyo Revengers was great, but like, top big three really?
Be interested in it at first. Like, the character designs is still cold. I don't know who's letting these middle schoolers get tattoos like this, but they fire. And by the way, how are any of these characters supposed to be middle schoolers? Like, Draken is supposed to be 15 in the show. This man puts the beats on people like a 20-year jujutsu master. I think the main reason it fell off is because after all the hype from season 1, they took 2 years for the next season. And the anime industry is toxic, okay? If you're not working slave hours like Mappa delivering new seasons every year, your is bound to fail. And the animation was just not it sometimes. I don't know when this happened, but apparently the new season also aired on Disney Plus. This explains its failure. Anything Disney grabs its greedy little hands gets squeezed to death, so I'm not surprised. Like, you're supposed to be streaming people's favorite childhood movies, not our animes. If Disney acquires any more animes, we gotta go on strike like those writers did. Honestly though, with Tokyo Revengers, I've never had an anime I watched where I was interested more in the side characters than the main character. This man Takemichi was a flashback to anyone who came in his way. Mikey should have been the main character the whole time. Next is Seven Deadly Sins.
Okay, so I feel like that also kind of just contributes to it. Like, the side characters, I mean, yeah, like, the side characters are always going to be interesting. And, like, yeah, they don't get their ass with as much as Takemichi do, but, like, with Takemichi, that's literally just his personality. And trust me, I understand. God damn. And trust me, I understand, bro. I get tired of seeing his ass get whipped, too. I really do. That shit annoys me. But, like, the way I see it is, like, there's other things besides the aspect of fighting to look at in Takemichi than, like, for his character. Even though he's like a crybaby, but, like, it's not as much of a crybaby as Deku. Deku is just... Is he? No, I don't think he's worse than Deku. I don't think so. But, like, the way that, like, it's kind of like how Luffy is in, like, One Piece, where, like, he just kind of garners people's, like, respect, like, in a way. Like, you may not like Takemichi at first, but everybody who's encountered Takemichi fucks with Takemichi. Like, and, like, if you read the manga and shit, you understand that, like, literally like, kind of spoiler alert. But like, if you read the manga, you kind of see how that comes full circle for him, like low key. Like even if you didn't like the nigga and you thought he was annoying, like a lot of people like garner a lot of respect for him and a lot of admiration for the nigga and kind of want to be like Takamichi, which is weird. But anyways, getting to Seven Deadly Sins. Seven Deadly Sins, I'm not gonna lie. It's one of those shows where I loved it in the beginning. But after some like years passed, I mean like 2 years or a year to be honest, it felt like it was an A ranked show for me. Now that shit is at a C. Like it's one of those shows where it's like it was fire, and it had some fire characters. It had a fire story, but I don't know. For some reason, it just didn't hold up to me. Like I can look at shows like Code Geass and rank it. I got an A, and it's still at an A. I can rank shows like Gurren Lagann. It's like at a like B plus, and it probably has grown over me over time and put it like an A. But like this is it went from a major downgrade for me. I just don't know why. I just don't feel for the show no more. And it's still continuing with Meliodas' son. Fuck off me, bro. It's still continuing like Meliodas' son, bro. I don't know.
Well, I know some of y'all haven't heard this name in yonders. I probably woke up someone in a coma from just uttering the name. The first season literally came out in 2015, almost 10 years ago. And it's sad to know that it's known by anything but 7 Deadly Sins, 7 Deadly Frames, 7 Deadly Paid Anime, 7 Deadly Slideshows. But if you watched this anime when it first came out, you would know how hyped people were. There was a certain point where the show actually had good animation, and people were getting Netflix subscriptions out of all things just to watch it. It could have easily been top 10 anime of all time. I remember when they were first introducing each sin, and I thought it was so cold how they were all different. Meliodas and Bond's relationship was real homie ties. That man Bond was a weirdo though. He was dating an entire child.
Yeah, like, yeah. And Bond was my favorite character, bro. Bond, that nigga Bond, that nigga was my favorite character, bro. Got that nigga a nickname and everything, bro. I was like, this nigga Bond is, yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was like, why is he, like, why did they make a lane like that, bro? Like, why? Like, and the thing is, like, she's not even an actual child, isn't she? She's like a whole grown ass, like, she's way older than Bond, but like they make her like have such like a childish, like they make her have like a childish body, like they made her all short, and I don't know. It literally just looks, if you literally like were to like look up Bond and his girlfriend, and you literally were to look up a picture of it, like a nigga who never seen the anime at all, and you look up Bond's girlfriend, you would see her and be like, this nigga dating a child? Like, that's the one thing I just don't like for Bond is this girl, bro.
Correction, an 1,000-year-old fairy spirit.
Exactly. But come on, bro.
And now they don't even animate it anymore. It's full on CGI. I've never seen an anime fall off so bad. They just say, F it, we're not even gonna draw. Next is Boruto. Boruto was always bound.
What? I had to laugh. Boruto fell off? Was it even on? Bro, I remember when Boruto came out, nobody gave a fuck about it. Like, I mean, like, some people was good for like the Boruto movie when it came out, but like nobody expected it to get a show. And then when it got a show, I guess people was kind of like, okay, cool, more Naruto. But it's like, no, I was never on board with the Boruto shit. Just letting y'all know. The movie, okay, cool, fine, because it's just a movie. But that's all we need. That's all you need. We don't need any more. But then they made a whole series. I was like, fuck. And then like ever since this day, I still have only watched the first episode, and that's it. I just don't feel like watching anymore. I'd rather just get spoiled, and I'd rather just get spoiled, bro. I don't care. But like Boruto was on. You saying it fell off? Was it ever even on? Naruto, I guess you can. No, you can't include Naruto with Boruto. But people do include Naruto with Boruto. So it's like, if you include Naruto with Boruto, then yeah, of course it fell off because they made Boruto. But if you don't, then Boruto was just never on in the beginning. Like,
it failed because the show is 70% filler. Can you imagine watching any show and...
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. And, nigga, when I looked up Boruto, I was just like, okay. But, like, what is the point of that show? That show literally is just to farm, like, just money from Naruto, bro. Because, like, there's literally no progression, dog. I literally one day was literally looking up, like, cause like I actually saw, like I actually saw how they actually did just make it filler, and I was like, no, that's no way, that's real. So I went to the filler thing, you know, the website where they tell you the filler for anime, and I literally was just scrolling, and nigga, it didn't end. It didn't fucking end, bro. It kept going, and I saw like, oh, green mark. Back to filler. 2 green marks. Back to filler. I was like, do they even fucking progress in the story? You know, they probably could have been finished Boruto by now if they literally weren't doing fucking filler. Like, how was the manga? Are they even doing anything in the manga? Last time I checked in the manga, they had a time skip. A time skip for what? There was nothing but filler. Like, what are they doing? I don't know, bro. Boruto is... I feel sorry for Naruto fans, bro. And then they get these, like, Naruto remade episodes, and it's good animation, but it's like, just hang it up, bro. This is like the definition of, like, you can't hang it up, and you, in the result of not hanging it up, just fucks it up.
70% of the story doesn't even matter to the plot. Like, man, I got things to do with my time. I got money to make. But there was a certain point a couple of years ago that was keeping the Boruto hype alive. The time skip.
What?
All the Boruto fanboys was swearing to everyone that once this hits animation, it's gonna be on levels of Naruto Shippuden. And Naruto became mainstream because of the time skip.
Oh Lord, they're delusioned. I knew that shit wasn't gonna make anything like that. The time skip. You gotta wait on the time skip. Really, nigga? You think that's gonna save this? You think that's gonna save it? By the way, how are y'all doing with that time skip, by the way? Have y'all gotten... That's a rhetorical ass question.
So I had a lot to live up to. The Boruto time skip did end up happening last year, and...
Why do characters look like this? Why do Satoru look like that? Why do Boruto look like that? What's up with the lips and shit? Is this a new animation style? Or like a new writing style? Why do they have big ass lips like that, bro? Like, and like, yeah, they're grownish. They're teenagers.
Yeah, ain't no one talking about it. All that hype flip-flopped in the air just to put out nothing. They even canceled the anime last year. I mean, not like anyone was actively watching it anyways. It was out here competing with 7 Deadly Sins for worst animation of all time. They had my man Naruto looking like Tyler the Creator's mugshot. We should have really gave up on Boruto when Kishimoto, aka the original creator of Naruto, didn't even want to write on Boruto. Like, there was no point for this little in his annoying.
I told you, bro. I told y'all, Nick, bro. I said it. I was like, yeah, the Naruto done, bro. Bro, I don't know. I feel like the original. Well, I never actually said it. I didn't actually say it in this video, but like, bro, it's always the original writers. I think I said it there. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. But like, bro, it's always the original writers who get that thing where it's like, hey, why don't you make a season 2? What's the point of that, bro? RDC World video like made it perfect to where like. What I'm talking about, bro. Like,
to be making a and the very last thing we've got is My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia, when it was first dropping, was legit being compared to Naruto. Now, was this?
It was. I remember that. It really was. It was being compared to Naruto. It was getting compared to Hunter for some reason. I don't know. Niggas was saying it was up next, but I was like, I mean, maybe I guess if you let it build up. Shit. Maybe. Bro, it's been like, what, 10 years already? Like,
Disrespectful as that sounds, My Hero Academia has 85 million total sales, and for something new, that's insane. You have celebrities like Megan Thee Stallion cosplaying characters from it. Oh my god. I don't care if she lied on Tori's name. Keep that thug. Ignoring the stench of the average My Hero fans, everyone was hyped for every new season drop. But that was the exact problem. The fans. I think the fans single-handedly turned away any potential watchers to it. I had my friends come up to me who never watched anime and would show me some cringe My Hero fan compilation from TikTok. These organisms had to be grown in a lab, like Petri dish crate.
I ain't gonna lie, the fandom for My Hero is weird. Even my sister, like, who likes My Hero, she finds the fandom weird, bro. They always shipping niggas. There's always some weird obsession with, like, just I don't know. It's something with TikTok, in My Hero for some reason. I don't know what it is. And niggas on the internet just be weird about it. And they don't do that with, like, well, I wouldn't say they wouldn't do that with any other anime, but, like, it's mainly My Hero. I don't get it, bro. I don't understand.
And the fans was out here sending death threats to the creator for not making Deku.
It's like how, like, One Piece fans, like, on, like, Twitter or some shit, like, ruin it for other people who want to get into One Piece, bro. Like, they just be saying, like, Luffy 5th gear better than Super Saiyan. Like, bro, no one asked. Like, it's like, my nigga, like One Piece niggas who watch One Piece, we all understand that it's great, and we all understand that it's good. But, like, stop trying to put that on everybody, bro. Like, just if they want to watch it, just let them watch it. If they, like, I don't understand why they just keep forcing that down everybody's throat. These fucking flies, but they're annoying, bro. They just keep popping up. I don't.
Bakugo gay. I know that man is disappointed in the type of fans he's attracted. I personally think the hype died down because this goddamn series is going on for way too long. It should have been ended while people were still interested, but the entire manga is still going. I'm not even saying it's bad. Heck, I was reading it for a while. It felt like the story was getting too complex to the point you don't even know what's happening. Like, bro, I just looked at the latest manga chapter and there's an entire volcano sprung from the ground. Who the even has the ability to do this? I remember when people had powers like fire and ice. Keep in mind, they have to adapt all this into seasons of the show, so we're in for like 5 or 6 more seasons that are unneeded. So yeah, that about wraps everything up. If your show was on here, you can go ahead and cope in the comment section, because that just boosted into the algorithm. I need my hate pushed out to the masses. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
Bye. See you later. Good video. But I will say, I will not tolerate Tokyo Revengers slander. That's the only thing I won't tolerate. I don't understand how people just think that that show's falling off. I don't know. It's just been the same. Like, to me, like, I even had like a homie, bro. He was literally saying the same shit. I was just like, I don't know how people are saying like it fell off. Like, it's still pretty good to me. Like, nothing's changed, bro. Like, yeah, okay. I guess it's more like the thing where it's like people are just getting tired of seeing Takemichi get his ass whooped and nothing changes in that aspect. But it's like, you just gotta see it from more like. I mean, like, yeah, you can look at it from the other side here, but you also gotta look at it from like Takemichi's perspective, where it's like a nigga who can't fight is constantly getting into situations where like he kind of has to, but he's always getting his ass beat. I don't know. But yeah, overall, bro. Great video. Shout out to Tommy NFG. I hope I'm saying it right. Or it's NGF, or it's something with an N and it ends with another letter. But shout out to him for the video, man. But this is gonna have to do it for this video. Y'all have any other shows that fell off? Like, I can't think of any right now. But if y'all have any other shows that fell off, let me know if you do. But this is gonna have to wrap it, bro. See y'all in the next one. See y'all later. Stay blessed out the way. Then I'll see you in another one. See you later. Bye. Peace out. Word, nigga. I am the stone of the building of views. I got the money, the view, the judo flip. Up.